Hey guys, Northern Light Seer here. I'm going to bring you the Northern Light. This will be a timeless read. I started pulling some cards out, as you can see, and I wanted to jump on here and share this with you because I think it's absolutely beautiful, and I want you to share it with you. Somebody's story out there. So, as you can see, I have a bunch of cards out here. I went ahead and pulled from 4 different decks. I first pulled my main Celtic cross from the Tarot Mystical Moments here. And then I clarified with Tarot of the Abyss. And then I went ahead and pulled from Oracle of Mystical Moments. And then I wanted to clarify some more. And so I got my little clarifier Tarot of Mystical Moments. And so now I'll just kind of go through it all with you. I'm going to go ahead and start with the oracles. The first Oracle of Mystical Moments I pulled was Queen Bee. So I do feel like I am speaking with a feminine. You could be a masculine, but I really feel like this is a feminine energy. So divine feminine. You are Queen Bee. You could be, I get fire sign with this. You could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to be. You rule the you rule the roost, right? You're the one that's in charge of your environment, what it is you're doing, your home, right? And then the next one that came out was Home in the Sky. This is telling me that this is your guides and your ancestors and your angels, right? Your home in the sky. You're never alone. And there's birds here in these houses, in these floating houses. These are your guides, your messengers. Make sure you listen. Spirit is telling me to go ahead and pull out a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle. It is the it's the same kind of card. It's the No Place Like Home card. And this card came up a couple readings ago. But this is giving me the same kind of energy too. This is your ancestors and your guides up, up in the ethers. But this is also your energy too. Okay. You're so far up above earth, up that nobody can touch you. You're up here already with them. Okay. You've built your foundation around them. Not around them, but listening to them and their guidance. Listening to your intuition. And you're right there with them. Thank you, Spirit. That card gets to stay. Oh, and then look at this. Because you are the Queen Bee, your house is the House of Flowers. Blooming, abundant, beautiful, right? You love to take care of your home. You love to decorate. You love to make it look nice, smell nice. It's clean, right? You're proud of your home. If you own a home, that's an accomplishment. And you are keeping up with the upkeep of it all, making sure that it looks nice, comfortable and cozy. Ooh, I just heard some of you could be interior decorators. Or you're considering going into interior decorating, in which if this reading is all about following your dreams and your goals. So interior decorator, maybe you want to be a mom, maybe you want to be able to stay home and focus on the home and the family and the kids. And then we have this to the moon and back. This feels like new love, guys. It does. This feels like new love to me. If you're in a current relationship, this is an improvement in that relationship. Because if you're here in a relationship, if you're in a relationship and watching tarot, something's wrong, right? Okay. Okay. So, I love these oracle cards, and I'll touch bases back with them too, but those are the overall messages that I got. You are, with this Queen Bee, this is Queen of Wands energy to me. And this is, you are driven and focused, and you are goal-oriented, and you are quite feisty. You're going to go after it, and you're going to get what you want. You are a goal smasher, right? You're also in balance and very harmonious with nature. You, this gives me the green thumb vibe. You can grow anything. Anything that you plant will grow. And that's why this whole reading is here. This was the first card out. Okay. And this card right here is the whole reason for this reading. So let's dive in. I'm going to try and keep this as organized as I can for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of some card shuffling here to get them out. Not shuffling, but moving around. Okay, so the first, at the heart of the matter, very first card in the Celtic spread here, we have the Hermit. That's your overall energy right now. That's like the heart of the matter, what you're feeling like right now. And right now, you are in Hermit mode. And we don't go into Hermit mode unless we feel like we need to, right? We feel like we need to go inward. We feel like we're usually fed up with something when we go into Hermit mode. And so we withdraw our energy and go inwards to find inner guidance from our ancestors, from our messengers, right? What came out as the challenge is this Page of Wands. So in this deck, this is my stalker card in this deck, because he be trying to look real close at what you're doing. What's the collective doing? I haven't heard from the collective in a while. What are they doing? What are they doing, collective? What are you doing? What are you doing? This is a gatherer of information, right? This person is trying to, I just heard people. Could be more than one person. But since you've gone quiet and gone into this hermit mode, people are real curious about what it is that you're doing. And so to clarify the Hermit, out came this Ace of Wands. And that Ace of Wands is telling me that you've got an idea that you're working on. And this idea, you see this phoenix here? Phoenix rises from the ashes. So you've been through some shit. You've grown stronger from it. And now you have this Ace of Wands idea that you have been brewing on since you've been in hermit mode. Okay? You're real secretive and quiet about it. Hermit mode, okay, I'm going to use an analogy. Some hermit mode can be thought about like you're the seed, right? And hermit mode, we usually go into hermit mode after some kind of event like a tower or having to walk away from something or some kind of enlightenment or something like that, right? Consider that the universe planting you and covering you up with dirt. While you're in hermit mode, you're doing the inner work and the introspection, reflection, getting your creative juices going, right? Because we don't just sit in hermit mode and do nothing. No, we're usually always working on something. And when we go into hermit mode, it's to, how do I put that? Focus on ourselves and what it is that we want. What do we want? And so you know what you want. You've known what you've wanted for a long time, and you've had to burn down a lot of times. You've had to rise many, many times and still haven't been able to bring this idea to fruition. Okay? And so now you're in hermit mode. You got people watching you, wondering what you're doing. But all they can see, right? All they see is you pushing yourself up through that dirt that universe covered you up with. They're looking, watching, waiting, watching and waiting for you to emerge, thinking you never would, thinking that whatever it is that you're doing has got to be failed by now. There's no way. What the hell is she doing? She must be crazy. And then you emerge. This awakening is a judgment card. So while they're watching you, they're judging you. Passing judgment, probably misjudging you. And so when you emerge and push yourself up out of that dirt, you're beautiful, you're abundant, you're woke. That's all they see. When they're watching you, the whole time you were in hermit mode, they were misjudging you, passing judgment, probably gossiping with this Page of Wands. Okay? Because all they could see was dirt. They couldn't see anything that was brewing underneath that dirt. Okay? And then you push yourself up through that dirt. And they're like, whoa. Oh, hey. And so to further clarify, we got the Fool, a new beginning. This whole time in hermit mode, you're working on a brand new, fresh start. You're reinventing yourself here. So then we also have, that was to clarify the Hermit and the Ace of Wands, right? To clarify this Page of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Judgment came out the Temperance. You're protected from this person or people and their misjudgments. Archangel Michael is looking over you, and you're protected. You're shielded from any of this gossip, from any of this judgment, from anything that this person or people were talking about or saying about you while you were in hermit mode, because you just pushed through and shocked the shit out of them. Okay, reason for the reading, we have the High Priestess. You are intuitive. You have just have a knowing. You don't know how you know, you just know. Okay? And what you know is that you've been hurt very badly with this Three of Swords. Whoever hurt you last left a them-shaped hole in your heart when they left. It devastated you. They stuck 3 swords in your heart and then left. The devil clarified that one. So reason for the reading with the High Priestess and the 3 of Swords and the devil is this 3 of Swords right here. You're taking your pain, the pain that toxic people, places, situations have inflicted upon you, and figuring out why that happened. You're learning about why this pain occurred. How did that get past you? You know how it did? Is because this person looks like you can trust her. She looks like librarian, right? Same with this person. But then the more closer and closer you got to this person, and the more time you started to spend with them, the more you started to see, right? The mask started to fall off. And then before you know it, you're like, what's that? And they're like, oh, nothing. Nothing. And then you'd be okay, and you'd forget for a minute, and you'd forget it for a minute, and you start noticing these cobwebs, and the mask starts falling off more and more, and by the time you realize that you're stuck in the middle of the web, you're already caught. And this person hurt you. And so what you're doing is you're taking your pain, learning and figuring out why that happened, how this person managed to get past your bullshit-o-meter, right? And you're turning it into lessons so that you can help others and inspire others and help them get through this grief that's caused by people like this. You have a knowing and you have a calling. And so also on the High Priestess, we have the King of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. So remember when I said this felt like new love? This is also at the reason for the reading. A King of Cups with his own Ace of Pentacles. See, here you have an Ace of Wands. Up here, you have an Ace of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse, and I'll tell you why. We'll get there. Okay, so reason for the reading is through healing this pain and transmuting that into a lesson so that you can possibly help inspire others through their emotions and their heartbreaks. You're drawing in your King of Cups with an Ace of Pentacles. A seed that's ready to be planted to a new beginning. New love. Once you leave this toxic, I think this is a past relationship. I do. I think this was a karmic. And I think this is the karmic that's watching you. I think it's, this karmic is this, obviously this devil energy. And this karmic is this person that hurt you. But instead of staying and wallowing like this and coming back to this energy like they were hoping you would, you did this instead. And that is what's bringing in your King of Cups. So in the recent past, let me get these guys out of the way for a minute. Just pile them up over here. Okay. You have the Star. And you got two in the recent past that flew out together. It's the Star and the Two of Wands. You have a calling. You have a wish. You have a goal. You have a dream. And you have been, in the recent past, before you went into hermit mode, you spent a lot of time thinking, dreaming, planning, trying to figure out what you're going to do with this world in your hands. You know, in the recent past, you knew you had the world in your hands then. And you're finding guidance in the moon. You could be drawn to the moon. You could be resonating with your moon sign a lot. You could be an Aquarius. Just throwing that out there, major arcana here. But you have a calling to help people heal. You can give people guidance based on your own experiences that you have healed from and are healing from. Inflicted on you by toxic people. You didn't know this until recently. Because to clarify those is the Ace of Swords with the moon. You had to get real honest. During this stage here, you had to get really honest. Like cutthroat honest with yourself. About your light and your dark side. You had to go in there and do this shadow work. Under the light of the moon. I'm telling you. You find the moon healing and therapeutic. Star. This is a lot about at night. That's when you found your truth. Your inner truth. Your personal power. What sets you free from this. You found your truth and it set you free. You were able to do your shadow work and heal. To move towards this star energy. You have the potential with this star energy to be helpful to many. And you could do it via online platforms. Or a good communicator, right? Good. You can relate to people. You found your truth. You got a wake-up call that broke you free. This is like an epiphany. But this is angels making it very clear to you what you're supposed to be doing here with this star energy. That's a calling. You heard the call. And it broke you free from self-delusion, fear, anything that was going to hold you back from this. So now crowning the spread, we have the Knight of Pentacles. It's slow movement, but it's movement forward nonetheless. You're taking your time. You're being methodical. You are putting much thought into every move you make because you want to make sure that you're solid and stable. You don't want to lose your footing. Okay? You've got all the time in the world. There's no need to rush this. Take your time and do it right, right? No redos. Just focus. This is all about moving slow, taking your time, not rushing. And what you did, this lost opportunity, this opportunity here that didn't work out, okay? You dug that seed up and took it with you on this Knight of Pentacles, okay? And went through a death and a rebirth. You deaded this shit. Took your Ace of Pentacles and left to go reinvent yourself, which is what you're doing right now, and that's why it's crowning the spread. This is what's on your mind. With the Four of Swords, you're healing. Right now, it's hermit mode, rest time, right? You rest when you need to rest. You work when you need to work. You get near water when you need to get near water. You know, whatever it is that you do, you're doing it on your own time. Nobody else's time. And look at this. More moon energy. More night. You're making sure you're getting your sleep. You're making sure you're eating your veggies and drinking your water. Okay, this is self-care. This is that Ace of Swords. You still got a hold of it. Okay. You've got your Ace of Pentacles and your Ace of Swords with you. This Three of Swords is up here, right? You ain't forgot. You're transmuting, right? Okay. And this is beautiful energy. This is how it's supposed to be done, and this is how everybody should do it. I wish everybody would do it this way to heal properly. So you have your Ace of Swords and your Ace of Pentacles, right? You dug up because this obviously failed. It never got out of the dirt. It never came up. And so you dug your Ace of Pentacles up and you're taking it elsewhere. You're moving on. Near future, we have the Eight of Cups. And this Eight of Cups, I love this Eight of Cups. you're not even looking for love. You see this? There's 2 swans, 2 dragonflies, 2 butterflies. What are them? 2 little birdies, right? All coupled up. But then there you are, walking a path, it looks like into a rabbit hole of hermit mode. But this is in the near future. So this is just leaving, right? I don't think you're looking for love. I think you're walking away from love at this time because of this, right? So you're just walking right on by love, not real interested in love right now. You're ready to take action on with the Chariot. You're getting on. Like, you're not interested. You're about taking action towards your goals and what lifts you up, what makes you feel good, right? But then we have this Page of Cups. A sweet little love offer. It's a small one, but it's a sweet one nonetheless. And I think it's from this new love. I think you got something new coming in. And the reason I say that is because it's the law of attraction. When you heal and you are in this 9 of Cups upright energy, this means that you are emotionally stable and you are happy whether you're in a relationship or if you're single, doesn't matter. You're happy either way. And when you're in this energy of being emotionally fulfilled, that is when you're going to, with the law of attraction, is when you're going to bring in the person meant for you, guided by spirit. Again, more moon energy. And there you are, listening to spirit, just like you did in the recent past. Okay? You're listening to spirit and angels. So over here, yeah, it's more of the same. How do you see yourself? Walking away with that 8 of Cups from this 3 of Swords energy. What hurt you? All this pain. You're walking away because you're done feeling imbalanced. You're done being juggled. You're done feeling like you are an option. No, you're done. You walked away from it. You said, hell no, no. Mm-mm. Because what you're doing is you're learning how to take a whole nother approach to obtain that 10 of Cups. That partnership, that eternal love partnership. That hand, finding that hand that's never going to let yours go. Home. Someone that feels like home. Someone that's going to hold on to your hand no matter what. And when you're, like I said, with this 9 of Cups in the upright, emotional fulfillment, being emotionally stable and secure, happy within yourself, that's when you start manifesting a real connection. You're learning a new way. You've learned the law of attraction. In the hopes and fears position, we have the 7 of Wands with the 10 of Wands. And then we have the Eight of Wands. A lot of fire energy here. So hopes and fears are that these burdens are going to weigh you down and you're not going to be able to break free. Your pain is going to sneak up on you again someday, and you're going to have to go through this all healing process all over again, in which it might. You know, healing is never a straight line. Healing is a spiral. It's called a unilome. Just because you have gotten through a certain situation and some time has passed does not mean that all lessons were learned. You might end up having to get circled back around to it and address it, because you might come into some information that you didn't know before. Or you might discover something, or who knows? Who knows why we have to circle back around to take a closer look at things sometimes. But you're afraid that you're going to get sucked back into this, that it's going to circle back around. And it's going to weigh you down again and keep you stuck, right? That's your hopes and fears. That you're going to get, that this devil energy is going to come back around to lure you back in. You're afraid you're going to get messages from this person. And you're not afraid you're going to get messages. You're afraid they're going to get you trapped again. They're going to lure you back in. Eight of Wands right here tells me that you're not going to let that happen, because you got Spirit right here guiding you, with pushing you. This isn't just about messages. This is the Eight of Wands. It's also about positive energy movement forward. You see how she's lifted up? Okay. Messages from Spirit are going to be what keeps you elevated above all of this. 10 of Wands, 7 of Wands, Devil. Okay. Spirit's not going to let this hold you back. Spirit will continue to elevate you, to get you where you need to be. And as the outcome, we have here you with your Ace of Pentacles, planting it firmly in the ground so it can finally grow. So you can nurture it the way you want to. So that you can grow what you want. And you're going to be in your King of Wands energy while you do it. We could really have a fire sign here or somewhere highly aspected in your chart. But this is, you are driven. You had this idea way back here. And now in the outcome, you're going to be able to, this seed that you dug up and brought with you, look, this Knight of Pentacles is clarifying this outcome right here. This seed that you dug up and brought with you to plant somewhere else. You were so driven to plant this seed, this goal that you have, this calling that Spirit and your angels wake up called Yahad you about, right? You finally, you've maintained your pace this entire time, and you finally get to plant it. You didn't rush. You didn't get in a hurry. You didn't get impatient. You didn't get greedy. You took your time. Slow and steady wins the race. You were slow, and in the sense that you were methodical. Okay. A lot of people might have seen you as not making any progress at all. But remember what I said. There's a lot that happens under the dirt before we finally push our way through. So this whole time that this person was judging you because you were just a pile of dirt, they didn't realize that you were you were planting your roots. They didn't realize that you had buried yourself, or spirit had buried you for a damn good reason. And when you push through, this is what they see. They see a 9 of Pentacles with a brand new set of wings. A fucking phoenix. Boom. I'm leaving this here, guys. You do have new love. Like I said, law of attraction. Okay. You both have an Ace of Pentacles. You both are planting seeds of intention. And that is how the law of attraction works. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Like, comment, subscribe, let me know, and I'll catch you guys next time.